back for another episode of Thailand Tales in the land of smiles. And I am smiling. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Just went out to the shop there to get a bag of eggs. And on the way home, it's time to give you another episode of Thailand Tales. This one is about the grumpy teacher, the disgruntled teacher, who came into the school every day like he didn't want to be there. A big dark cloud of energy coming into the school, especially on the weekend when we have to be in there early morning and everyone is half asleep and tired, just getting on with it, you know. But in would come this Debbie Downer talking about how it's wrong that we only have such a time to plan the lessons on a busy day, and his books were never where they needed to be. Any of the teaching equipment that he needed couldn't be found, and he had left it in that place, and who took it every single day. This dark cloud of depressing rain rained down upon the staff room of teachers until it was addressed. And it was addressed by yours truly one morning, because it was starting to bring me down. You know, energy is contagious. We end up becoming what we are around, or at the very least affected by what we are around. No truer words were said. Now the funny thing about this situation was, this fella wasn't a bad old fella at all. He was a nice old fella. He actually lived in the same building as me, and we would eat in the evenings, hang around, sabai. But when it came to work, he would moan. Oh, this man was a moaner, a massive moaner. So, you know, getting to know the fella, after a few weeks, seeing the patterns of normal old pleasant run-of-the-mill average Joe, bit of crack out of him fella, but realizing when it comes to work he just did not want to be there. So one morning there was 4 of us teachers in there. We were just talking. Good morning, another long shift today. It'll be over before we know it. It'll be lunchtime in a few hours. We'll be out the door. Normal out, carrying on in a staff room. Next thing, in comes this Debbie Downer, and the energy shifts. Everyone's dead quiet. You could say he was complaining before he came into the room. And I'm not joking with you. And he comes, oh, what shit do we have to put up with today? What's this? This wasn't here yesterday. Whose is this? Who put that here? And because I was expecting it, I just said, listen mate, we're all doing this together. We're all suffering this together. That moaning isn't helping anyone. It's every fucking morning. Even in the evenings you're at it. Can you just give it a break? And the fella, he looks at me and he sat down and he gathered his stuff. And after a few minutes, he says, do you know what, guys? I apologize if I have been a bit negative. I didn't notice it. Well, the mood in the place lightened, and we all kind of says to him, you have been a bit, mate, but don't worry about it. It's addressed now, and we'll move forward. He says, really, I didn't even realize that I was bringing everybody down. Apologies, and we'll move forward. I says to myself, geez, it was worth snapping. After the school day was done, we were all heading home. Myself and Bucko were walking back to the we lived in, and he says to me, he says, honest to God, James, I didn't even realize that I was complaining that much. He says, I suppose I better let you in on something. I says, Jesus, I'm all ears. No bother at all. This is a safe space. He says, to be honest with you, he says, you're right. I don't want to be here. He says, but I don't think anyone in my position would really want to be here. So this fella was into the Bitcoin, and he had about 500,000 of it. Doing well, living in another Asian country at the time. One morning he woke up and his 500,000 of Bitcoin had dropped down to about 5,000. And this turned him sour, because he said he had a goal to get to 1 million, and by studying Bitcoin he thought it'd only be a matter of time before it heads up to the 1 million and he can retire comfortably in Korea, I think he said it was, where he was. But what ended up happening was the fucking bull run, the bull stampede stopped, dropped and rolled, because he went straight down to 5,000, couldn't figure out how he was gonna get by, so he came to Thailand to teach English, just waiting for it to rise again, but it wasn't looking hopeful for him. My heart went out to him, you know. That poor man lost at the Bitcoin, and he was bringing everyone down around him until it was brought to his attention and everything came back up again, except for his cryptocurrency. Well, maybe he's back up now, because I believe crypto is doing well. I don't have any. I got rid of all my crypto as I needed it. But hopefully he's doing better now, he's in better form, and he's in a better crypto situation. Peace and love, guys. Peace and love.